Let me teach you how to build a brand that attracts the people you want to work with and repels the people that you don't. Imagine this. You open your email, it is Monday morning, you head to your email and you see a flood of booked meetings and inquiries from this is it from your ideal clients, from people you actually vibe with and want to work with. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to attract your ideal client. Because let's face it, providing a service or doing whatever work you're doing is also dependent on the kind of person that you're working with. Have you ever had problematic clients, clients that just sucked the soul out of you? And if you look at it, you probably knew from the beginning that they would. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you will attract the exact kind of people for whom you are the best kind of person. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to attract people that vibe with you, that will love the solution that you provide, and would be willing to pay you for that solution. My name is Paula. If you're new here, you're welcome to my channel. This is where I help women build personal brands, period. From your messaging to your branding to your visibility to how you're showing up to your consistency, this channel is dedicated to every woman who wants to do big things in the world and wants to use the internet for it. So if you're new here, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and all of the work that's going to allow me grow and reach more women. Now, remember that your personal brand is like a filter, right? You have skills, you have solutions, and there are people out there that need those solutions, but it is not everybody that is out there that you will be able to help. Just because you can help them doesn't mean that you are the person to help them. Your personal brand is going to be able to communicate to the people that you are here for, that you are for them. It's also going to communicate to the people that you are not for them. The problem is when you try to appeal to everybody, and I've heard that a lot when I ask somebody, who is your ideal client? Oh, everybody, or every woman, your clients, your ideal client is not everyone, is not every woman, is not women aged 35 to 55. It goes deeper than that. Really understanding your ideal client is what will allow you to attract them. You have to be clear on who you serve, how you can help them, and how you plan to communicate that properly. First things first, get clear on who you want to work with. Again, like I said, just because you can help somebody doesn't mean you want to work with them. And so you have to be clear on who exactly you want in your space. What kind of mindset do they have? What kind of drive do they have? What kind of problems do they have? What kind of fears do they have? Where do they see themselves in the future? Now, if I have a high level solution that can take somebody up Mount Everest, for example, and I am putting out messaging that calls everybody, any and everybody, I will attract a whole lot of people that are not interested in climbing Mount Everest. And so I will be frustrated because I have this wonderful solution that can take you to the peak, and I'm attracting people that don't want to go to the peak or have not seen themselves heading to the peak. You have to be really clear on who you want to work with, this solution that you have, this gold you have, these golden ideas that you have to be crystal clear on who you want to give those ideas to, who you want to help with those ideas. And if you do not do that, you're going to attract a bunch of people who, yeah, like your content, maybe like your smile, maybe like your vibe, but will never ever be your client because they don't really need the solution that you're offering. Right now, write down what kind of people energize you, what kind of people distract you, what kind of people allow you to be your best. How do they behave? How do they value themselves? What are their values? What do they value? And thirdly, what do they want for themselves? You cannot want for them, for your client, more than they want for themselves. So they actually have to want the solution that you are bringing for themselves before they even see you as a solution they need to pay for. When you write all of this down, you will get clarity. And the clearer you are, the easier it will be to speak to the people that you're trying to speak to. All right, your next step is to identify what makes you unique. All of us have that thing. You know that I'm always going on and on and on about how there's something special about you, and I mean it. Now, I'm working with a client right now whose brand is very, very focused on saying, look, I remove the fluff and I give you the no BS solution, right? That's her thing. I'm going to cut out all of the time wasters and I'm going to get you a solution straight up. Now, not everybody is going to want to work with her. The reason is some people need a little bit more hand holding, some people need a little bit more cuddling. Some people need a little bit more understanding. And so the people that she is trying to attract are people that are not looking for anybody to hold their hand. Just give me the solution. Let me keep it moving. But there is another set of people who might still need the service that she's giving. They're looking for a bit more warmth, right? So maybe warmth is not a part of her brand, doesn't make her brand wrong. There are people that don't want you to give them any warmth, just give them solutions. However, another person offering the same service that this client of mine is offering could bring a little bit warmth, could be the one that calls you sis, the one that, high fives you or checks on your kids or whatever. That's her brand, that's her thing. They both offer the same service. They could both be so clear on their brand and who they're trying to attract that they will attract an entirely different group of people and they will both be successful. So find out what makes you different, find out what makes you unique. It might be a thing about personality, it might also be about experience. It could also be about a framework that you have realized by virtue of your own mistakes. Now, my framework, my personal branding framework, it comes from almost 6 years of trial and error, of trying things out and hitting my head against the wall and taking so many classes and having so many coaching sessions, and then realizing that for this person I want to help, this is the approach that works. So, whatever it is that makes you unique, makes your service unique, or your personality, or the process, or the experience, find it and hold on to it. That uniqueness will allow clients to find you and also stick with you because they would have found what they're looking for as well. Next is your clear brand message. You have to have a brand message. There's got to be a one liner, right? You should be able to say it in one line of who you help, how you help them, and why you're helping them. So, for example, I help passionate, ambitious women build personal brands so that they can make the impact and live the life that they want. Your brand message should be clear on who you're here to help, how you're helping them, and also what helping them is going to do for them. What is the result that your ideal client wants? That's something you need to know. Where are they trying to get? What is the vehicle that you are using to help them get there? Who exactly are you trying to help get there? Right? So you have to be clear on these three things so that you can have a clear brand message. I help smart, ambitious women build personal brands that allow them have impact, live a life of impact, and also of privilege. Impact and privilege. I just clarified again my brand. Every time I teach, I learn something new, right? I love it. I love it. Impact and privilege pretty much sums up why I want women to be empowered through personal brands. Find out what your brand message is, hone it, allow yourself to evolve it. I can't tell you how many times I have evolved my own brand message. Allow yourself to evolve. The more you learn, the more you become, the more your brand message can change. But just make sure that there is, at this point in your journey, a clear brand message. And then when you're clear on that brand message, put it everywhere. Let everybody know on your podcast, on your YouTube channel, on your Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, everywhere you go, everywhere you have a presence, let it be clear who you're trying to help, how you're trying to help them, why you're trying to help them. In my podcast intro, I'm talking about my message. On my Instagram bio, that's my message. With TikTok, that's my message. On LinkedIn, that's my message. Everywhere you have a brand presence should say the same thing. That is how you will very quickly become known for that thing you're trying to be known for. That is how you build authority. Now it's time to communicate. You are clear on who you're here for, you're clear on how you solve their problem, you're clear on why you're unique, you're clear on the exact person and their vibe and their energy that you want to attract. Next, you communicate it. All of your content is communication. Everything that you put out under your brand is you trying to invite your ideal client. There should be consistency. You should communicate the same thing in the same manner. What I mean is, every time you come across any type of content from me, you should feel empowered. You should feel called out. You should feel like I'm inviting you to a life of impact and privilege. Oh, I love that word, that phrase that we have found. But that is exactly what I want people to feel when they come in contact with anything I put out, whether it's an email newsletter, whether it is an ad, whether it is a reel, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on LinkedIn. As much as these different platforms have different vibes, different energies, different formats, The whole my brand is my brand wherever you find it. And that is exactly what you need to do with yours so that you can attract your ideal client. Sometimes your ideal client finds you on multiple platforms before they make a decision to work with you. When people find me on TikTok and I'm the playful, casual, day by day, get ready with me person, they will still get a prompt to find me on Instagram where I'm more teaching, I'm more encouraging, I'm more exactly what you need to do to get where you want to get. Now, when they find me on Instagram, there'll probably be something that leads them away from Instagram, either to YouTube, where I am very detailed in helping you get what you want to get, or my podcast, where I'm more mindset, something you can listen to in the morning, give you a kick in the butt, or on LinkedIn, where I'm more professional and just trying to attract the professional crowd. Whatever it is, I'm still talking about personal branding and I'm still talking about creating a life of impact and privilege for yourself. Which brings us to your content. Create content like your life depends on it because your brand does. Create with your chest. Create like you have something that needs to leave you. Create like you have solutions. If you have the cure to cancer, you will not be sitting where you're sitting giving excuses. You're going to be finding a way for every last person on earth to know that you have created the cure to cancer. What you have, your solutions, is the cure to cancer for somebody, right? There is cancer of the mind, cancer of the mindset, cancer of the soul. People need some hope, hope that you can give because they are stuck in a place that you have gotten out of. There are people that will be able to because you have. And so hiding is not an option. Get out there and attract the right person. Get out there and let the people that you can help know that you can help them. Now, if you are ready to do that and go all out, especially in 2025, I've got something special for you. I have a 3-day webinar coming up. And in this webinar series, we're going to be covering what to do with your big idea. We're going to be covering how to set up 2025 for success. And we're going to be going in depth into how to attract your ideal client in 2025. If these sound like things that can help you become the best version of yourself and build a life of impact and privilege, then join me. The link is in the description, and I will see you there, or I'll see you next week. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend that there is this channel and we are building impact and privilege in this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.